Hi everyone, we're here with the amazing Supernova Legacy girls. Thank you girls for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
So we have Rebecca, Jojo, Bridget,
Hello.
Susie, and Lisa. So last time we spoke, it's over a year ago, I think. And
Yes.
you were just at the beginning of this amazing journey with your project, the Supernova Legacy Scholarship. And tell us a bit what happened in this long period of time that we haven't spoke. And if anyone hasn't followed you on social media, please go follow these girls and on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. And tell us a bit what happened. What's the main events of this time?
Yeah, thank you. Well, we've been busy working. We had a successful first campaign that ended at the gala last year, so about a year ago. And since then, we worked really hard to put together a beautiful album of messages for Sam's birthday that the donors submitted. And we worked to put the book together. We sent it to Scotland. We worked with RCS to develop an MOA, a Memorandum of Agreement, which determines what we do with the money that the donors raised. And since that time, 6 students received scholarships to attend RCS. Each scholarship was in $4,100 denominations, and that money was used to pay for either their tuition fees or non-tuition fees, like their living accommodations, other expenses that they have that's specific to being a drama student. Um, and then the remainder of the money that was raised went into an endowment that RCS uses for drama students. And then we went back to where we took a little bit of a break because we worked really, really hard. But then we went back to work to figuring out how do we start again? How do we have a second year? Because we agreed to work with RCS for 3 years because all drama students attend the drama program at RCS for 3 years. So we tried to come up with a new plan for our second campaign, and we kind of got a bit daring and decided to do a second campaign within the same calendar year. So we launched the first campaign in January of 2021 and ended at the end of April, basically May 1st of 2021. And then 5 months later, 6 months later, we were ready to go again. We dropped our second campaign in November, which was really ambitious, but we wanted to kind of get ahead of the holiday season. And here we are. We've extended the campaign beyond 3 months, so we've been working even longer. But we have so many exciting things planned for the gala, which is coming up next weekend. And that'll be the end of this campaign. That'll culminate this year's campaign.
Yeah, it must be really, you must be really proud of your work because you have accomplished really an amazing goal, which 6 scholarships have been given to people to help them pursue their dreams. So you must really be happy and glad that your initiative, your goal was succeeded.
Yes. Yeah, it's quite an accomplishment, and it is incredibly rewarding, but it's not something that we did on our own. Obviously, we couldn't have done it without the donors, right?
Absolutely.
So we thank them for what they've contributed, because without their donations, those students would not have achieved what they did. And it's remarkable to have done any of that in the middle of a pandemic when,
Absolutely.
things are very, very difficult for a lot of people, both financially, in terms of their lives, their health, their work. So to be able to raise, I think between last year and this year, at the moment right now, we're over $43,000 raised, and
Incredible.
to have done that, in a short time in the middle of a pandemic is quite an achievement for us. So we're really proud of that.
I can imagine that. And you also have 2 new boys among the group, which is Jojo and Rebecca. So tell us a bit, what fascinates you about the project and convinced you to join this group of girls who are working so hard to achieve such an amazing and incredible goal?
Well, for me, I was following them from the beginning. And I'm a parent that had a child that was in the arts. And I know how it feels to try to struggle to actually support just not my daughter, but just students or people in general that want to follow their dreams and can't afford it. So this was almost like a way of paying back. And I've always been in behind the scenes. I've always told the girls, you need any help, let me know. You want me to put this on Twitter? I've always retweeted their tweets or comment on their tweets, whatever it is that they needed. So when they reached out to me, I was very humble, and it's a pleasure to work with them, because it takes a group to have a passion to fulfill something that you really want to do. And this has been an experience, and I've only been maybe like 2-3 months in the game with you guys. I call them the OG, the originals, because I just came in. And I'm glad that they opened their arms, their hearts for me to come and join this great, organization, and to also fulfill the students or future stars to reach their dreams and they don't have to worry about any financial, because I know how it is. It's and my daughter did it throughout. She went through, LaGuardia High School was a public school, but then when she did other extracurricular activities, that wasn't free, that you had to pay for.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't
in fact, as I was telling Lisa and the other girls when we first talked, is that it is really an important thing to build these scholarships. And in particular, I don't know where you live, but I think there are scholarships, but in our country there are scholarships, but they're not like this. I mean, they are financed by the region of,
right,
of their states.
Okay.
So not everyone has access to a scholarship. So
Right.
it is really important to create this,
Right.
to like also to sponsor these kind of things.
Right. But like, for instance, an example, my daughter was in a choir here in New York called the Brooklyn Youth Choir. They're very well known. But everything is based on, tuition. You have to pay in order to get in. And I mean, I was glad that throughout the 3 or 4 years she was on, she was able to get support in a sense of a scholarship too, for her to participate and actually travel to London and perform, so
That's beautiful.
Not too many people have that opportunity. And with these ladies, we're trying to give everyone an opportunity. And sometimes you don't want students in general, not just the music or drama, even drawing artists. You don't want, there's so many good people out there. You don't want them falling through the cracks, and you want them to fulfill their dream, so that's what this organization is all about, basically. Yeah.
Absolutely.
What about
you, Jojo? What about you?
Yeah, I can't agree more with Rebecca. I kind of started talking with Lisa first before I kind of got to know Supernova Legacy, and she contacted me because I do arts, because I am an artist. And yeah, I was so happy when she reached out to me and asked me if I can do something for their new campaign. And I hope I did justice.
Absolutely.
And so I was just happy when they asked me to hop on their team, because I am one of the young stars, just like the people who get supported. And even though it's not drama, it's something else, it's artistical. But I'm also struggling, to keep my feet above and to be like finding myself a way through gaining money or to gaining a career to build up something which can bring me forward. And in this career I want to choose, for myself, to have that path. And as Rebecca said, it needs a team, because without team there isn't dream, like it's teamwork makes the dream work. And so I'm very happy that they reached out to me and asked me to be part of their team now. And I'm gonna give the young spirit.
Yeah, and it must be really inspiring for you being so young and have to create your own path in lives and such.
It is, and it's struggling, I mean, it's amazing on one hand, because despite everyone else here, I still have a future coming up for me, and not knowing yet how my future will be, or I mean, nobody knows how future will be, but it's not written in, it's all written in the stars. But for me, it's, yeah, I'm 20, you know. I still have a lot going on, and
It's
I'm so
funny you say
thankful.
it's funny you say that, Jojo, because it's like we're supporting the RCS students, but at the same token, we have our own student in our little group, our youngie,
Yes.
to follow
And
her
that-
dream as well. So we got two at the same time. So we got
Yeah.
double bonus.
That's exactly, I think, one of the reasons why, you know, having JoJo on the team has been so wonderful, because we have that perspective in-house, right?
Yeah.
To see what it's like to be a 20-year-old, because many of our recipients are 20, and to see someone who's on the precipice of achieving their dreams and recognizing the struggle. And, you know, I talked with Principal Jeffrey Sharkey last week, and we were talking about this concept of almost, right? And I think, Rebecca, you talked about the kids who fall through the cracks. You never want a kid to be that almost, where they almost don't go, where they almost don't achieve their dreams, where they almost don't make it. And there are a lot of reasons why that almost happens. And what we're doing is trying to prevent an economic reason to not cause them to almost not achieve their dreams. We can't fix everything, obviously, for them, but economic hardship should not be the reason why they don't pursue their dreams.
Absolutely. And you're giving a great help on these terms.
Yeah, for that.
Yeah. Tell us.
No, for that, I'm also thankful. You know, this is like an opportunity for me to be here in Supernova Legacy, and through them, something amazing happened up for me. I can't talk about too much about it, but I'm super grateful, and we will see where my future goes. And yeah, I'm just stoked. I'm so into this project, into everything which will happen sooner or later.
Yeah, this being a part of Supernova Legacy Scholarship has afforded us a lot of opportunities, that we've made some wonderful connections with some incredible people. And so JoJo's referring to a connection that was made pretty recently. And, you know, that's when you start to realize how small the world is, when you can start to make these really intimate connections with people through social media, and it leads to a whole new set of opportunities. And JoJo, your star is rising, and I
My
hope
strawberry is rising.
yes, your strawberry star is rising, and I hope that
ripening.
I hope that it continues.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. We are wishing you the best of luck with your next
you.
adventure. And you were mentioning before that on April 30th, you will host the next Supernova Legacy Gala. So can you tease a little about it? What can people what can people who will attend the gala, what can they expect?
Susie, you want to take that one?
They can expect fun. I hope. Hopefully, I mean, the Instagram live that we were on the other night ended up being like a 5-hour Instagram live, and it ended up being very funny and whatnot. I'm hoping that the gala will maybe not run 5 hours, but maybe a comparable to last year. But we had a lot of laughs, and I think that we're going to have quite a few this year. We've got some really incredible people coming. We actually have one of the scholarship students is going to be live, and the other will be via a pre-recorded video. Correct?
So 2 recipients.
Yes. So you guys are going to be able to at least talk with one of them, and then see another one. We're going to have Claire from Prickly Thistle back. I believe she is going to do a live walkthrough through the mill, and then she has something special to let everybody know about. I'm just going to tease that.
Yeah. Thank you.
And then we've got Paul Donnelly back from Outlander, and we've got several people from Outlander. We've got Joanne Thompson, who is currently on season 6.
Yeah, we had
And-
the privilege of talking with her previously,
Oh,
so we know she's incredible. She's an amazing person, and we can wait for people to see her at the gala.
Another JoJo on board.
Mhm.
Yeah. But she is very, very sweet in her her conversations with us, and so we're really looking forward to having her next Saturday.
And what's
Um,
interesting about Joanne is that she's an RCS graduate.
Yes, she
So-
told me about
I was
it.
just getting to that.
In
Yeah.
fact,
Yeah.
when we talked with her first, she asked us for other interviews that we've done in the past, but she was actually our first interview with international people, and we passed along our interview with you. And
Oh.
Aw.
when she saw you were raising money for SCS, she was really excited, and she said, I was an RCS alum, so I'm so happy and such.
Yeah, she's wonderful.
Yes.
Let's see, we've got some other Outlander cast coming. We've got Ewan Bennett. He's playing Obadiah Henderson, I believe, on Outlander this season.
Yes.
Yeah, he was
he's-
just on last night. If you watched the
Yes.
Midnight
Yeah,
Crew,
he-
he was
Yes.
on last night.
I
It was
did.
amazing.
We've got some musical guests coming, some from RCS. I want to back up that Ewan is also an RCS alum.
Graduate.
Graduate. And then we've got some people who were on last year are returning with musical performances or other things that they do. We have somebody who's writes beautiful poems, and she has written some just for us. We have some special videos that we've collected, and we are hoping, well, we are sharing with everybody. I believe Sandra is going to make our new drink this year. Last year she did the Sassenach Kiss, and this year she is going to make our new one called the Harley, which has both the Sassenach whiskey and the tequila of Sam's.
That's an excellent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
And so we're gonna all get to partake in her while she makes it. Obviously, some or all of us will have the drink already made. Some of us might be drinking apple juice.
Which probably is going to be me
Legit.
because I can't get the Sassenach here.
Yes, and JoJo, who is underage.
Mhm.
Hey, I'm not here in Germany.
Not
okay?
in Germany.
I'm in Germany.
That's right.
She just
I'm
can't
in
get the
Germany.
bottle. That's the problem.
Yes, exactly. That's the whole problem. I can't get
Yeah.
Sassenach. I'm deep
I've got the whiskey. I just don't have the tequila, so I'll be using a different brand of tequila. But
I would drink apple juice anyways because it's going to be late for me.
Well, and one of the other people that will be joining us through recording is celebrity chef Tony Singh, who was featured on Men in Kilts,
Whoa.
episode 1, season 1. And last year he created a full dinner menu of recipes for the gala, specifically for the gala, and we shared that with all of our attendees so that they could prepare the same meal, so that virtually it felt like we were all eating together. This year he recorded a little message for our donors, and again he submitted recipes. This time he custom named them to reflect Sam and the supernova, so that's kind of fun. And one of the other things that we're putting together this year is a cocktail book for Sam's birthday. So he's turning 42, and we've asked folks to submit 42 recipes. Ideally, the recipes would be wonderful if they included his whiskey and his tequila, but they don't have to. But the Harley, as Susie mentioned, and the Sassenach Kiss from last year will both be featured in that. And our talented JoJo is making the cover for the book.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Amazing.
So we'll be sending that book along to him as a birthday present from Team Supernova, which includes us plus all of the donors.
And some
Yeah.
friends of him.
Yes.
And will there be any surprise for the people joining the gala?
Who knows?
Woo!
I mean,
Maybe we can't say one way or the other, but it's going to be really exciting. Last year was just a wonderful, beautiful experience of people coming together, celebrating their accomplishments, their achievements. And I think what's really special this year is that, as Susie said, we're going to have recipients of the scholarship there. So that, to me, that's incredibly rewarding, to see where your money goes. And I think oftentimes when you donate to a charity, you don't really know where your money is going. And to actually have someone who received it to say, I got your money and I'm using it now, and this is what I'm using it for. And I know that they're incredibly grateful. They've corresponded with us. One of the recipients is graduating this year, and he couldn't attend live, so he submitted a video instead. And the other student is a second-year student. He's from the United States and attends RCS in Glasgow, and he will be attending live. So I just think that it's a really nice, well-rounded list of attendees. So not only do we have some returning people, as Susie mentioned, and someone like Paul Donnelly, who's an accomplished actor. Although he didn't graduate from RCS, he's an accomplished actor. So you have someone like him, and then you have someone like Joanne Thompson, who is new and up and coming and graduated from RCS. And then you have someone like James Crutcher, who is a recipient of the scholarship, who's in it right now. And I think that's just a really nice, rounded list of guests that are attending. And people like Claire, who owns Prickly Thistle, she has such passion, and so much of what we do is because of the passion that we have. And she's changing people's lives through the textile industry. And so she supports the concept of changing people's lives, which is what we're doing. We're changing their trajectory. And she is supportive because Sam helped fundraise her mill. And so she's sort of paying it back, or paying it forward, I should say. And I think that, a lot of the feedback that we've gotten from people is every single feedback that we've gotten from everyone is about how much they respect Sam. And whether you knew him as a student at RCS, or you knew him as a co-star, or you just happen to know of him, in terms of like Cast Chasers is there, and they've interviewed him, and they're coming on our show as well, and they know him through the whiskey world. Like, every single person talks about the integrity that he has. And for us to support not only scholarships and doing right for students at drama school, but to do it in his name is because he is the way that he is, right? We could have picked a different actor, but we chose Sam because of his philanthropic spirit and because of the integrity that he has as a person, and because we respect him as an actor as well. And so this is a nice way to sort of, honor that.
Absolutely. And one last question. What's the future of Supernova? You already have another goal in mind, or will you leave it just to fate?
Sky's the limit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit. Sky's is the limit. I mean, I don't know if Lisa could, like, the contract, like you had said, the memorandum of agreement is for 3 years. I'm in it for the long haul. I will continue if these ladies want to continue as well, which I know in their heart and in their bones and everything, they want to continue. So the sky's the limit.
It's in our blood.
Ride or die. That's basically, the sky's the limit.
Absolutely.
That's it. And like I said, I'm new to the group, but in the short time that I've been here, I've seen their passion, I've seen their determination, and the unity that we have collaborating. Each one of us have something to bring to the table. So like JoJo's an artist, I could be probably doing something else, but we all as a unit or as together as a group, we get the job done. That's basically, and like I said, I'm in for the long haul. I don't know about the other ladies, but I'm in for the long haul. So
I
Teamwork
think that
makes
that's
the
the
dream
same for the others as well.
Yeah, teamwork makes the dream work.
Great. And
Yeah, so
thank you
so-
very much, girls, for joining us today. And we really invite people to join you for the gala next April 30 and
Yes.
follow you on social medias, all over social medias, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Follow
All of it.
Supernova Legacy Scholarship. And we really wish you the best of luck for your initiative, which is really amazing, as I already said.
Thank you
Aw,
so much for having
you.
us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you, girls.
Thank you so much.